What's up, everybody? Welcome to Diamond Owl Studios. If it's your first time here, well, you're in for a sweet, sweet treat. I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan, and we are back with another banger. Okay, my lovely little child, my beautiful little young man. We've been doing some comedy reactions lately.
That we have.
And I brought up George Carlin. I asked him if he had ever seen George Carlin, to which he said, "Who's George Carlin?"
I didn't say that. No, because I know who George Carlin is, but I've never listened to his stand-up.
Okay, same difference. Same difference.
Well, you're putting mouths into my words.
The point is this beautiful, innocent soul has never heard George Carlin, who's one of the greats of comedy. Is one, as you all know, if you're a fan of George Carlin, you know, he's one of those comedians who was able to blend, you know, real life, important issues with comedy. And he was an absolute beast. I think he was dropping like a special almost like every year, every 2 years. So
Okay.
We are going to react today to George Carlin on cultural issues.
Sweet.
First time reaction from a man. Chase, let's go.
Let's go, baby. I'm excited. George Carlin.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, guys, if you guys want to show support, make sure you drop a like. And if you want to join us on our journey of discovering funny shit, make sure you subscribe. Let's go.
Something else I don't understand, motivation tapes, motivation books. What happened here? Suddenly everybody needs to be motivated? It's a fairly simple thing. Either you want to do something or you don't. What's the big mystery? Besides, if you're motivated enough to go to the store to buy a motivation book, aren't you motivated enough to do that? So you don't need the book. Put it back. Tell the clerk, fuck you, I'm motivated, I'm going home.
I'm going home.
What's funny is like this is pre-David Goggins, like, you know, who's going to carry the boats, you know? So, I mean, he's just so ahead of his time.
And can anyone explain to me the need for 1 hour photo finishing? You just saw the fucking thing. How can you possibly be nostalgic about a concept like a little while ago? Another complaint, too many vehicles. There are some families in this country own entirely too many vehicles. You see them on the highway in an RV, but that's not enough for them. RV's not enough. Behind them, they're towing a motorboat, go-kart, dune buggy, dirt bike, jet ski, snowmobile, parasail, hang glider, windsurfing equipment, a hot air balloon, and a small two-man deep-sea diving bell. Doesn't anyone just take a fucking walk anymore? The only thing these people lack is a lunar excursion module. Too many choices, America. It's not healthy.
Oh, shit.
Another abomination.
I mean, come on, man. This is before Lime scooters and Segways.
Dude,
and,
this guy is genius.
You know, one wheels.
Everything he's saying is still culturally relevant today.
Yeah. It's just more so. It's like everything's gotten more extreme.
White guys over 10 years of age who wear their baseball hats backwards. Listen.
It's me.
Listen.
Shots fired.
White guys, let me tell you something. You're never going to be as cool as black guys.
It's true.
It's not going to happen. You're white and you're lame. It's a fucking law of nature. Turning your hat around and learning a complicated handshake will not make you cool. And you black guys, since you started the whole thing, I'm going to let you stay with the hats a little bit longer, but I think really, once you qualify for Social Security, it's time to spin that motherfucker around to the front.
Bro, that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, you see all these rappers from our generation that are still like wearing like the crazy like ripped jeans, and you know, they're 50 now at this point. I'm like, at a certain point, like, put on some slacks and a polo.
On, come on.
You're a grown man. You have kids.
Another tip for the men. The earrings, the thing with the earrings, it's over. It's been over for a long time. Doesn't mean anything anymore. It was supposed to piss off the squares. The squares are wearing them now. Doesn't mean any, it's just fucking jewelry. Unless you have an earring with a live baby hanging from it. It's just jewelry. And I want you to know I'm in favor of self-mutilation and personal disfigurement. I've always said there's nothing like puncturing and perforating your skin in a dozen or so places in order to demonstrate your high self-esteem. When I see a young man decorating his scalp with a soldering iron, I say, there's a happy guy. Thinks highly of himself.
Hey, I'm sorry for all the pauses, but it's just so relevant. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, but have you heard of like nose ring theory?
Mm-mm.
So it's like a thing that's been going on. Like,
Are you looking right at my nose ring right now?
it's like a discussion on like social media, but it's more like geared towards like women. Mm-hmm. And it's the concept that if a woman has a nose ring, especially that septum piercing, it's like a major red flag. Like, you know, you're going to have problems with that girl.
Consume too much media.
Oh, you're just mad because it's literally calling out everything. He called out the earring.
He's called out the backwards hat.
The nose ring.
Yeah.
Man, he's basically, this stand-up set is geared directly towards you.
Hater, dude. Yeah.
And it's funny because he's talking about 1 hour photos. So this had to come out like 20 years ago
that
or
didn't
more.
Relate. I was like, what is he talking about with that? But you don't need to explain it to me.
I
right
know.
Now. Let's not go on a tangent. Let's get back
I
to
see
it.
a young man decorating his scalp with a soldering iron. I say, there's a happy guy. Thinks highly of himself. And haven't we gone a little overboard with these colored ribbons for different causes? Every cause has its own colored ribbon now. Red for AIDS, blue for child abuse, pink for breast cancer, green for the rainforest, purple for urban violence. I got a brown one. You know what it means? Eat shit, motherfucker! Eat shit, motherfucker! And what can we do to silence these Christian athletes who thank Jesus whenever they win, never mention his name when they lose? Not a word. You never hear him say, Jesus made me drop the ball. The good Lord tripped me up behind the line of scrimmage. According to these guys, Jesus is undefeated. Meanwhile, these assholes are in last place. Must be another one of those miracles. And speaking of delusional people, what about a guy who hears a voice in his head, tells him to kill his entire family, so he does it? Is this the only thing a voice in the head ever tells these people to do is to kill others? Doesn't a voice ever tell a guy, go take a shit on the salad bar at Wendy's? Doesn't a voice tell a guy to take out his dick on the merry-go-round once in a while? Well, some guys do take out their dicks on the merry-go-round, but usually it's their own idea. Something else I can do without: aftershave and cologne. And this disgusting shit that men put on their bodies. Just what I need in the elevator. Some guy standing next to me smells like a fucking pine tree. I said, go home and wash, you smelly prick. You smell like the urinal in a Portuguese cat house. Goddamn, guys are stupid. Guys are really fucking dumb. They think they're gonna get laid with this stuff, you know. Oh yeah, they put it on at home. Oh boy, I'll get laid tonight. I'll get laid tonight. You don't get laid with green shit that comes out of a bottle, okay? And the only smell that's gonna help you get laid might be your own natural scent. You have pheromones. It's a secondary sex characteristic. People in America, oh, nervous about sex. They wanna cover that up and disguise it. Guys in Europe, they know how to live. Guy gets in the elevator over there, he smells like a pile of dog shit. Those people are sophisticated. Getting pretty tired of these guys walking around in cowboy hats and cowboy boots. You ever see these jack-offs? Can't we kill some of these motherfuckers? Walking around in a fucking cowboy hat. Oh, man. It's not even Halloween, for Christ's sakes. I say, hey, Tex, grow up and get yourself a wardrobe consistent with the century you're living in. Why do certain men feel the need to dress up as mythic figures? You don't see anyone walking around in a pirate costume, do you? When's the last guy you ran into had on a Viking outfit? Make-believe cowboys. Closest they ever got to a cow is when they stopped to take a piss at an Arby's. And camcorders. Here is technology gone berserk. Everywhere you go now, there's some dick, some yo-yo, some putz with a camcorder, and he is going to tape everything. Doesn't anyone in this country just stop and look at things anymore? sort of take them in, maybe even remember them. Is that just a strange notion? Does experience have to be documented and brought home and saved on a shelf? And do people really watch this shit? Are people's lives so bankrupt they sit at home looking at things they already did? These guys are so...
Bro, that is so... obviously, this rings true to our society so clearly, but... Dude, I was watching one of my friends who has been to the studio before, GMK Trey, I don't know if you remember him, but he was at a concert the other day, and he was recording the artist, and literally every single person in front of him, I'm not even joking, every single person had their phone out recording. And I commented, I was like, sad how many people are watching the show through their phones. And he's like, I know, right? And I'm like,
you're watching the show through your phone.
You were literally doing it, bro. Like, but it's crazy. Yeah.
That's the exact example I was going to bring up, because as he was saying that, that's what I was thinking about, just of like such a relevant example is like how many shows that I've been to where everybody just has their phone up and they're literally like looking at the phone, making sure that they're getting like the perfect image. And I'm like, what are they going to do with that?
Yeah.
You're going to post it on your social or what? But so many people were just like looking at their phone and recording it. And it's like, instead of just like being present in the moment, experiencing it. And, you know, that's the thing about great artists like that, is that he's talking about camcorders. I mean, that's like, I mean, it's so crazy to think like his foresight to just like realize like the trends of society and where things are going, to be calling out like the whole motivation industry, the people like, you know, not living in the moment. And that was prior to cell phones and social media and all this stuff. And he was already just like so dialed in.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. I love this. So far, it's hilarious.
Tense, you know, it's always guys. They won't let women touch the cameras. It's a highly technical skill. Look through a hole, push on a button, big skill, and they all think they're Federico Fellini. You ever seen that? Low angles, zooms, and pans, and it's the same ugly 3 children in every goddamn shot. All the George Lucas magic in Hollywood is not going to change the unfortunate genetic configuration on the faces of these children. Keep these unfortunate youngsters out of public view.
Oh, God.
Now, a lot of these... Hold on a sec. A lot of these cultural crimes I've been complaining about can be blamed on the baby boomers. Something else I'm a little tired of hearing about. The baby boomers. Whiny, narcissistic, self-indulgent people with a simple philosophy. Give me it, it's mine! Give me that, it's mine! These people were given everything. Everything was handed to them. And they took it all. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and they stayed loaded for 20 years and had a free ride. But now they're staring down the barrel of middle-age burnout, and they don't like it. They don't like it, so they turn self-righteous. And they want to make things hard on younger people. They tell them abstain from sex, say no to drugs. As for the rock and roll, they sold that for television commercials a long time ago. So they could buy pasta machines and Stairmasters and soybean futures. Soybean futures. You know something? They're cold, bloodless people. It's in their slogans, it's in their rhetoric. No pain, no gain. Just do it. Life is short, play hard. Shit happens, deal with it. Get a life. These people went from do your own thing to just say no. They went from love is all you need to whoever winds up with the most toys wins. And they went from cocaine to Rogaine.
They did.
And you know something? They're still counting grams, only now it's fat grams. And the worst of it is the rest of us have to watch these commercials on TV for Levi's loose-fitting jeans and fat-ass Docker pants. Because these degenerate yuppie boomer cocksuckers couldn't keep their hands off the croissants and the Haagen-Dazs. And their big fat asses have spread all over and they have to wear fat-ass Docker pants. Fuck these boomers, fuck these yuppies. And fuck everybody, now that I think of it. Well, sometimes in comedy you have to generalize. Now there's one thing you might have noticed I don't complain about. Politicians. Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck. Yeah. Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here, like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them.
Bro, I love how this is turning from like it's still funny the way he's presenting it, but it's like introspective as hell. Like it's actually like informative. It's something that people could take and like this should be a lesson to a lot of people. Everyone's just laughing, having a good time because they're at a stand-up show. But he's speaking some real shit, dude.
I mean, that's what he's known for. He's known for taking these like more serious like, you know, topics and making them funny. But then also, I mean, it takes balls because he's essentially talking shit to everybody in the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, hey, you're part of the
society in general.
No, I get that. Like, but it's like to be able to take that turn and just be like, fuck it, I'm not pulling any punches. Like, that takes real balls.
He's hilarious, man. I love this.
So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote, and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who in fact did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it, man. So much of that rings so true to nowadays. And I was just really, that was like the best way to kind of rant about your philosophy and what you think about society, in my opinion, because it was so easy to absorb, so funny, but he was speaking some real shit, man.
Yeah, man, I was thinking about it and I was like, yo, this is probably 20, 30 years old. 96.
Okay.
Is when that came out.
So I was 1 year old when it was born, or when it came out.
You were 1 year old when you were born. Yeah, so think about 30 years ago, he's basically like talking about all these things. And that's what's so crazy. What did he say? That there's no hope. Mm-hmm. And then Obama's
slogan, yeah.
And Obama's slogan is like, you know, hope and change. It's just like, you know, so like pressing. He's just like looking in his crystal ball and like looking at the future and the whole trends of society, you know, before social media, before any of this stuff. And, you know, it still holds relevant because it's still the same BS that we're dealing with now, even like just amped up in a lot of ways.
I would love to have a conversation with this guy, man. You know, like
he passed away.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he passed away, but I would love to have a conversation with him, man, because like I don't know, he seems like such like an awesome dude, like to talk politics and shit with, because everything he was saying I 100% agree with. Like me and you were just having a conversation the other day, and I'm gonna out us directly on this video. Like we don't vote for the same reasons. We think it's fucking meaningless. And like when he was going off on his spiel, he's like, this country was bought, sold, and you know, everything a long time ago. Like it's claimed, you know, it's like there's nothing we could do. None of this shit matters. That's what I always say. And the amount of people I got in arguments with over this, like I never argue politics with people who I disagree with, because I just don't see the point in it. But like, you know, the amount of people who have tried to convince me why voting is important, there's nothing you can say to me for me not to think it's completely fucking meaningless.
Yeah, one of his classics is it's a big club and you're not in it.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to play that next, because it's like, I think that speaks to everything that he's talking about here. And it's just like this whole idea. It's like, again, this is 96. And he's like saying like, hey, what does it matter? Right. And I've, you know, lived through, you know, enough of life, like that I've experienced these like ups and downs. Like I said, when Obama came in, I bought into it. I thought that we were going to have this revitalization, you know, and then you see all these campaign promises get turned back. And so then what we're going through now with people like voting for Trump, like I saw all these people that had all these high expectations and hopes, this is our guy, and everything's changed. And now they're getting disappointed. And it's like, hey, I already kind of had my moment with that. I really am not expecting much from these politicians. And like, that's why I'm referencing it's like a big club and you're not in it. It's because like, hey, there's this like group that seems to always get ahead. Doesn't matter which way the election goes. You know, there's a certain group of individuals that, you know, always seem to come out on top or seem to be all right or seem to get special treatment. And unfortunately, we're not part of that. But George Carlin tackles like these issues. I mean, again, it's like kind of blowing my mind. Like, damn, this is 96. And everything that he's talking about, like that's one thing that they consistently say about comedy is that it's like very much a time capsule in a lot of senses. So a lot of it does not translate to the modern era because there's just references that don't apply anymore. You know, there's just certain like, you know, humor that just doesn't really hit anymore. So sometimes it can be hard to go watch like old stand-up because it's like, yeah, you know, that was just a different time and it just doesn't hit the same way. And it's kind of incredible that, you know, here we are 30 years later and everything that he's saying is just as, if not more relevant, probably than when this came out. So
absolutely.
So yeah, perfect introduction.
That was great. I loved every bit of that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. If you want to join us on our journey of discovering new stuff, old stuff, funny stuff, sad stuff, everything, man.
All the stuff.
Make sure you guys make sure you guys subscribe, man. We'd love to have you along the journey, and we always have a good time here.
That's right.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace.